Should be going live. Let me see if this is working. My thumbnail didn't update. Okie dokie. Okie dokie artichoke. We are live. We are chilling. We're here with the Champions League. Let me get some chill music going. What is up? What is up, Sergio? We're gonna just be chilling until I get tired, basically. Is the music too loud? We're okay. Music's good. What's up, Cora? I will adjust wherever my face cam is once the game starts because I haven't streamed one of these in a while. So we'll see where to move myself in a second. But I think we're good. We're just chilling. It's Osaka clock. Dude, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I gotta move my... Their caster desk is definitely cute. Oh, I should turn it down a little bit. I turned it down way too much. I think that holiday Pikachu is worth a ton of money because it was like super exclusive. We are live. Tell your friends, tell your family. We're chilling here. What's up, Y? Hello, hello. I'm gonna see if anyone wants to come join stream. Dragapult, I think, is really good. Nice, okay. You can travel to the UK, or sorry, you can, I think Dragapult's gonna do well. I think, Guardy will do really well this tournament. I think Guardy is in a prime position to do quite well this weekend. I think we're going to see Badoo in a lot of decks. I think Badoo Frostlass stuff will be pretty big across the board. I really do expect to see like Badoo Frostlass stuff doing pretty well. Seems like a concept that's like pretty difficult to play into, especially when people aren't really playing around Badoo that much. What's up, Bean? I think Frostlass is going to do surprisingly well. Oh, one second, I got a phone call. Give me a sec. Mute my mic. It was one of my friends calling because he saw a new flavor of Monster to see if I enjoyed it or not. Sorry, just responding to a couple people and then we're good. I actually haven't had it. I've never seen the guava monster, so I'm pretty excited to try it. He said he's gonna buy 2, and he goes, "Let's go to trivia on Wednesday." And I was like, "Wednesday's Christmas." They Assified, they should. Typically, they will almost certainly announce new cards this weekend. It'll probably be at the end, either end of day 1 or when they're switching pods. Because I think what Fabian told me is his pod doesn't start for till 2:30 Japan time. So when they start, then they'll do stuff. So we'll see a bunch of cards tonight. Okay, we've got Gholdengo, Badoo on the right. We have an Arven Pikadeck on the left. It's probably Miraidon, if anything. Let me move. Let me wait for the game to start, and I'll move my face in a way where it's not like obtrusive to people. I put myself in this corner. Is this better? Is this better, guys? Maybe I just stay in this corner, but I'm like smaller. Is this better? Do you guys care? If you guys don't hang around for the stream or whatever, I'm probably gonna be up for a couple hours. So what I'll end up doing is I'll probably end up recording my reaction to the new cards, and I'll post it to YouTube. And I'll probably clip some of these games and also have it up on YouTube at some point. Top 8, top 4, and finals, surely I'll have up. I usually like to have those. Secret box on the left in the guy's hand, so I think it has Miraidon. On the right, it is Dengo plus Badoo. Dengo plus Badoo could be kind of a dangerous combination because you get time. Dusknoir in Gholdengo. Okay, interesting. We see the Super Energy Surge Pro. We've got pretty much a pretty standard list. It looks like a 1... I want to say a 101 Dusknoir. I see a Candy. I see Roxanne. Roxanne's pretty interesting because you can proc the Roxanne and go into Dusknoir. Like that quite a bit. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Pretty standard start here. I mean, the Miraidon player, this is a scary matchup because the Miraidon player can take 2 prizes almost instantly. But then they have a tough time killing the Gholdengo, right? Like, the Gholdengo is going to be a little bit difficult to one-shot at 260 HP. So they're going to have to go Magneton into Pop. I mean, I assume they're not attacking with Pikachu, so it's going to have to be like a Magneton plus Raichu Pop on the second one, and then go again. And then if the Gholdengo player punches a Fez. So just a simple pass. If this was Prime Catcher Miraidon, this would be a lot scarier. But because it's Secret Box, it's not nearly as scary. Where I see the Miraidon almost certainly grabbing hands and like Pika or something here. Just checking everything here. There's the hands. Billy's in the deck. Raichu, Raikou. You could even go for the one prize KO on just the Gimmighoul this turn. Because there's only one Gimmighoul, so you could Secret Box for the boss and then go for it there. The Dusknoir is cool because you can always proc the... probably get a second Dawn here, and then get hands plus like Magneton or something. That's I think what I would do. Get 2 Dawn on board, and then proc some more guys. You don't need a lot of stuff this turn, so try to go for it, I think. So there's a Secret Box coming through here. I didn't see what the second target was. Do we just not get a second target? We just didn't get a second target with the Dawn? We just didn't. Okay, sick. We're just not going to go for the boss this turn, it looks like. Secret Box is a really good card because it thins out, like, a ton of cards all at once. So it's really good at, like, maximizing your odds of hitting Generator, which is really all this deck really wants to do. Yeah, if there's no Togekiss, this matchup is pretty favored, I think, for Miraidon, because you can just get pretty aggressive with it. 16:20 local time. So what is that? 16:20 JST to EST. 2:20 a.m. Good lord. We'll try to be awake for that. We'll try to be awake. If we are awake, we'll review them together. So maybe I'll like review them at that point in time and then I'll go to bed. I was like planning on fixing my sleep schedule, but I don't have a cup or anything tomorrow, so there's not really much I need to be there for. What are we looking for this turn? If we didn't get hands, that's I guess my question. There's 2 off the generator. We're just actually goated as fuck. 2 onto the Raikou. We pitched a boss, so we should have a second boss in hand to get the Gimme Ghoul. I don't know if one of them are a celebrity. They do like to feature celebrities, but I don't know who is the celebrity for this tournament. Let me move myself to here. I feel like this corner is better. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree that I am better in this corner? I think it's just 1 peak, yeah. So we are going to Billy. We did boss. We're going to go for the Billy. Second boss. We should be seeing some of the new cards from the Ends trainer set or whatever you want to call it. I'm just curious why we didn't just go for the hands initially. Like, if we just take 2 with hands here, I feel like the game is kind of unlosable. Like, if we're going to make this play anyway, like, we already had the bench slots, like, why not just go for the hands? I think there's only 1 Pika. Pretty questionable decisions on the what we want to bench here. This is main feature, so it's not the side feature, so I assume it's not the celebrities. Greninja for 2. I mean, there's only 1 Gimme Ghoul. There's not even a Gimme Ghoul way to get Gimme. There's Stretcher in hand, but that's it. So we're going to Stretcher for the Gimme Ghoul again and just pass. But 2 bosses are down, so there's like a pretty good chance this Gimme Ghoul survives this go around. Which is fine, you know? What is going on here, my phone? This is an interesting line we're going for. The 2 metals make sense to me. Where's the best place to put myself? Back left corner? What do you guys think? Thank you to everyone who is here. This is, I know, like, probably better streams to be watching. But I appreciate everyone who's here hanging out with me. It'll be a pretty chill vibe. There's the Dawn. I think we have to grab Pika here if we have it. I don't think I see one. Make myself slightly bigger. I feel like this side's better. I'm just going to be on this side. Final decision. A turn counter and prize counter. I'll just stick to the bottom right. I feel like bottom right's not a bad place to be. 1 off the hands here. I mean, if we just Sealstone for DCE if we play it. I don't think I saw one in the deck. But if we Sealstone for DCE here, the game is just pretty much over, I think. We could have just done this last turn. I feel like this is just something we could have done last turn and committed to this. And we just took a boss here. We're just playing it safe. Taking a boss, going for the Gimme Ghoul kill once again. 3rd boss being expended here. We have Miraidon on the left and Gimme Ghoul or Gholdengo on the right. So Gholdengo does play Badoo, was not able to get to the Badoo. 2 Gholdengo prized. They're having a pretty rough start, all things considered. Cypher Maniac finally off the top. So we can go for like Cypher Maniac, put Poffin and something else on top. But the problem here is that next turn, the hands will be powered up. So the hands will take 2 prize cards. And then the game will end with a pretty simple Like this turn, the Miraidon player should have grabbed a Magneton. Or sorry, Magnemite. Because then you can set up for the Magnemite Raichu play all at once and just end the game coming up here. Because 2 generators are down, so... Am I doing Merida? I am not doing Merida. I was thinking about it because something I was planning on doing fell through in that time frame. I was planning another round the world trip, doing some exploring, but a couple of things fell through for me, and I was planning on just booking on the regionals. But Merida is a tough one for me to get to. It's sold out also, unfortunately. If they open up more slots, maybe, but yeah. Are you heading down there, Mo? So if you, I mean, I think the game is like for all intents and purposes pretty much over, because we're gonna go ahead and go into the hands here, and the hand's gonna take. We're on Raikou for one more. I mean, again, we're doing some sequencing issues. We're gonna go get the Pika here. Nice, we got the Heavy Ball. So Heavy Ball gets Pika, and now we have zero reason not to fill our bench up. So we can go get the Pika. I think he was like waiting to pull the Pika off prizes or get the Pika that way. We get the Pika here this way, and now we can go ahead and Miraidon for. Probably Raichu and Magneton, or Magnemite, sorry, because if you kill the Raichu, then the hands can just boss in the game, but we did use 3 boss already, so maybe that's not the best strategy. Pheasantipity hits the board too. I think that's a safe guy to put down. We definitely want, there's a Magnemite in hand, perfect. There's a Mew. Okay, so we're going to draw a million cards no matter what happens next turn. Attached to hands is perfect. We don't even need to Gust. I think just killing the active is completely fine. Like if we have one more Gust, I think we hold it potentially. This is the new evolution set. That's correct, Zetrix. It is a pretty pricey flight, but I could do it, I guess, if everything pans out. Stretcher for the Magneton, put it in the hand. I like that already. Preemptively, just do it. I don't know actually. Stretcher can still be Arven for, so maybe it's worse because you can Arven for Stretcher plus another card, and then you can put yourself in a position where you just win by getting Raichu with the Miraidon. So I actually don't like using the Stretcher immediately because Arven is a card we can get off of like our million cards we draw off of. But now we have to get exactly Magneton or Ultra Ball. But I guess Arven gets Ultra Ball anyway. But I don't know how many Ultra Balls this list plays, so I don't want to really waste that card if we're doing that way. I ended up booking Birmingham regionals. Which is my birthday weekend. It's actually my birthday on Saturday, the day I want to play. So it'll be my third, I think it's my 3rd year in a row where I'll be playing a regionals on my birthday. I was just looking because whatever, I was going to do something in February and it fell through. And so I was like, well, I have a really long gap in between regionals and it's like kind of weird to be home for that long for me. I don't know. Like I want to keep playing Pokemon. So as I was thinking about things, I was like, just looking at Reg, I was looking at Merida first because Merida seemed like a cool place to go. And it was sold out. And I was like, that's quite unfortunate. And then I looked at Birmingham and Birmingham was still open. And I was like, well, cost-wise, it is costlier, and going to the UK in January is like not great. But I figured, why not? You know, like let's just go, let's do it, let's go spend my birthday out there, have a good time. See, the Gholdengo player is going to be trying really hard to get everything going here, but if the Raichu is in the deck, the game pretty much ends here. They need to find an Iono or a Disruption card. There's a Roxanne in the deck. No, there is a Roxanne in the deck, so they need to find their way to Roxanne. Putting this Fez down also is really tough because now you need to Fez into basically Roxanne and Stadium Bump, or just Roxanne to get you a Stadium Bump because you need to bump Stadium, because if not, this Raikou is already like pretty powered up and can do a lot of damage. So we're going to go ahead and Fez for 3. So we do need to see the Roxanne here. Best of 1 Firestorm. Everything in Japan is best of 1 for all intents and purposes. We drew into some energies, so we do have access to another Greninja play here, but we really need Divine Disruption. There's 5 energy already in the discard. Really need Divine Disruption here this turn. Roxanne. Nope, I don't see a Roxanne. I see Counter Catcher though. I don't know. I don't think that does anything because now the hands is still live. The board is like pretty much juiced up to the gills. Like this board is really, really scary, and we can't do anything really. We have SCR in hand to one-shot the hands, and you just have to one-shot the hands and hope Raikou doesn't kill. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can get to 8, so we get 9, 180, 200, 220, 240. We just can't bench another Pokemon even. Benching another Pokemon loses us the game as well. So we can't do any of that. We just have to go. We'll see what the new cards are. There's no need to get doom and gloom just yet, boys. We'll see what the new cards are in a second tonight. I'm hopefully going to be awake for it. I'm going to do my absolute bestest to stay awake with you guys for it. Because there's going to be 2 flights. So that's the big thing. So we'll be here for 7 rounds for each flight, I believe. Dude, if another ADP incident happens, it's going to be really sad. Speculating, having fun? Yeah. If the Gholdengo player was able to get set up a little bit faster, I think it would have been fine. But there it is. There's the Raichu. There's the Magneton. And we're just going to blow up the Gholdengo for the game. A quick first game. I mean, it was just really unfortunate from the... it was really unfortunate from the player on the right. Like, they kind of bricked completely. And then the player on the left, I think, could have just gone for the hands early. Like, if you're going to grab 2 Pokemon off the... Like, only getting 1 Pokemon off the Miraidon was really interesting. Like, I understand Pikachu was prized, but I think you still always grab hands because that's a part of your strategy. And so even if you're, like... You have Sealstone and you have Boss already grabbed, and you already have 1 generator grabbed. So you have access to at least 2 generators plus an energy already in hand. So you have an access to a potential of 5 energy. So you do the first generator, and if you're scared, you just put 1 on the Raikou and 1 on the hands. And then you go for the second one. If you hit 2 again, you already have the hands loaded up, or you can just full commit to the hands. Like, I understand boss killing the guy was important, and I guess not playing DCE is important here for that equation, because if you had DCE, then I think it's more easy to commit to the hands. But I think you just commit to the hands, and if you get the hands off, it's just like the game is unplayable from that position from the other player. It just didn't happen that way. I mean, the game was still won, so I can't really complain. But, yeah. Best of 1 also means this will move a lot quicker. So we'll see 7 rounds Pod A and then 7 rounds Pod B go pretty quick. If you guys are enjoying being here, by the way, just shoot me a follow or a subscription on YouTube. Don't really ask for too much else. Don't need money or whatever. Just hang out. That's all I care about. Vibe with me. Hope this is a chill stream environment tonight. Gonna be just live until I get sleepy, I think. Don't have anything really to do tomorrow. I bought some new PC parts that I was gonna set up. But we'll see if I want to do that tomorrow. Night night, assified. See ya. So NAIC will be a little bit difficult to tell, Deal Guy, because we don't have all the cards yet. But we will get our first look at some of the cards tonight at like 2:30 in the morning EST. So 6 hours from now, we'll get our first look at some of the cards that will make up NAIC. We get 2 sets before NAIC, because we'll get leaks tonight for our April set. And then it'll pivot into our May set, which then we get 2 sets to make up our NAIC set. So it's a long way to go. And we have rotation as well. So quite a bit will change in the intermediary. Any signs of Badu? It was in the prize cards in the Gholdengo players deck. How long is the delay? Probably not too long because they have a backup stream typically. So they might just switch to the backup stream while they're doing everything going. I definitely was hoping that EYC would be rotation. I was pretty much holding out hope. I mean, that being said, there's like a good chance I'm just gonna play Lugia at EYC because the deck is absolutely broken still. Yeah, like all things considered, still Drago format for UIC. But it'll be, I think, more Guardy and Pult like format because those 2 decks get quite strong with Badu. I'm gonna leave the VOD up, by the way, if you guys like need to go do other stuff or like don't want to be here for the whole thing. You guys will be here for the whole time. How will I see the April set and the May set? Tonight, well, deal that they're gonna slowly leak stuff in general. So tonight will be the first reveal of some of the cards in our April set, and then we'll get everything fully confirmed, probably sometime in March when pre-releases begin. So until then, we won't know. And then the May set, similar situation. Like we won't know exactly what's gonna be in them until the reveals actually happen. And tonight will be the first night where there will be reveals of these sets, or of the April set at the very least. Yeah, they usually have two games being recorded because they have like celebrities in Japan that they bring over, and so there will be a celebrity match happening at the same time. So there's a chance that these celebrities will be shown soon. If the music's too loud or anything, let me know, by the way, guys. I just kind of threw on some chill music in the background while we're watching. Interview is done with the winning player, and we're just chilling out for a little bit. I think it's 7 rounds in each pod. Players have to go 5-2 to advance to the second day. You are allowed to switch decks once you advance. Hope you guys are having a good night. Looking at Twitter right now to see which players are doing well. Ryota already lost round 1. That's unfortunate. Losing round 1 in a BL1 is scary. Any fan favorites? Fabian's over there. Fabian Puyol. He's a friend of mine. Great player. So Fabian is... But he's in pool 2, so he doesn't start for a while. He starts pretty late, I think. He said, I think, 2:30 Japan time. So I think they'll start pool 2 and then do the announcements, it seems like. We got some fun ads going right now. Use this time to go get a snack, chill out. Even if you're going to bed, leave the stream open so it supports me. We're just chill vibes, you know? I'm just a chill guy. Once I got my notification on Pocket that I have a free pack to open, I'm going to go do that too. Let's go check Twitter about more stuff going on. At each individual tournament, I play what I think is the best deck, and so from now to Birmingham or San Antonio, things could change. I will not be playing Lugia to my cup this weekend. I know that much, so you guys will see a funny deck from me, because my locals know what I'm playing, and if they will come teched out for me if I play Lugia. Like I expect people to bring Thorns and stuff this weekend, just because they know I'm playing Lugia. So I really can't play Lugia at my local scene. So I'm going to bring something quite different. I'm not going to say what it is in here, but you guys will see it because I will post a video like I always do. And then, oh, sorry. And then, I'll see how I feel for Birmingham. I'll see how I feel for, San Antonio. I mean, Lugia is still pretty strong. I feel like it's one of the better decks in the format. Has a good matchup into Drago. Has a good matchup into most of the field. There are some decks that are a problem for it, obviously, but I think that if you get to set up and play the game, you are pretty favored into a lot of the decks. I think my losses were really unfortunate the last couple weekends that I played it, so I'm not like super pressed about it. But like I feel like I should have gotten deeper in the tournament than I did, especially in Toronto. That was weird. Did something just like break for you guys real quick? Something broke on my end real quick. I'm going to make sure nothing is broken. If you guys can still see this, say something in the chat. Just like a hey, hello, how's it going? Oops, I don't know what I did. Uh-oh. What is this? What's up, Nufume? How you doing, my guy? Shout out to Nufume and Fabien. They have a pretty cool YouTube channel for French. If you guys speak French, you can go check it out. I mean, I don't speak French, so I can't really understand what's going on there, but they're making some awesome content out. Fabien is playing in the Champions League, but he doesn't play till Pool 2. I don't actually know how many pools there are in the tournament. I think it's either 2 or 4. And so they're going to be playing... He'll be playing in the evening pools, he said. So I don't think he starts till 2:30 Japan time. Pool 1 started at 10:15 Japan time. So I think maybe they're going to be like doing most of Pool 1. And the unique thing about Japan is, like, in America, if you get to 3 losses and you're eliminated from potentially day 2, you're allowed to continue playing. You're allowed to finish your Swiss rounds. You're allowed to play all 9 of your games. You know, enjoy your experience at a regionals or whatever. In Japan, once you receive your 3rd loss and you can no longer advance in the tournament, you're just kind of asked to leave. Like, you're not allowed to continue playing. You're just removed from the tournament instantly. So, like, getting to your third loss is just kind of like a sayonara captain kind of thing. So the hall is going to empty up pretty quickly. 5,000 something masters probably, as always. But yeah. We're getting a little, like, intro video of, like, what's going on. They might not have a backup stream. They might just, like, straight shoot into round 2 when it's time to go. Also, if you guys are watching on Twitch, I have no idea how to control ads. So if you guys get hit by ads, I'm so sorry. On YouTube, I put it to like the lowest setting. So you guys shouldn't get ads, I think, besides like every like 15 minutes. And the ads should be short on YouTube. Because I don't really particularly care about the ad revenue for money. I just want you guys to come just enjoy and chill with me. Like, I would prefer that it's just like a vibe experience tonight. I'll answer questions, we'll chill. Yeah, he's on Guardy. Yep. We've only seen Badoo so far. I think most of the new cards... Like, let me pull up Beach and see what cards are like. I think Badoo is a good card. Gigas is a good card. What other cards are good in this mini set? Is there any supporters that are good? I don't think so. I don't think there's any good cards that are supporters in Terrestrial Festival. I'm pulling up the set list right now, see if there's anything. I realize I never did a review, but it's like mostly just like reprints, right? So it's like I don't really feel like doing one. There's Larry's Professionalism. Get your discard your hand, get a Pokemon supporter basic energy. Amorous is draw 4. If you have 5 or more cards at the end of your turn, discard your whole hand. Maybe Amorous could be played in like a turbo deck. Like maybe maybe Amorous. And then Max Rod is like the super rod, but it's not very good. Do I have any side quests aside from winning the regional ones? I do want to play in Japan this season. I want to play in China if I can as well. So I'm going to be trying to do both of those things. I'm going to try to play a Champions League. I'm going to try to play a Chinese regional, whatever it may be. I'm going to see what I can do and how I can make that happen. I am number 1 in A. I don't really care about staying number 1 in A. If I get there, if I get there and keep my like crown, I think it's very impressive, but I don't expect to. I think it's going to be very difficult to stay number 1 in A. There's a lot of very talented players that will pass me. Evolutions are playable, yeah. Trader Pokemon Energy, yeah, whatever. Same thing. I mean, the Gigas is also pretty good. Once I get my 2 more cup wins, by the way, like once I get my 2 cup wins, I'm missing 2. I have 2 open cups. So once I get those filled out, I'm going to start doing like polls on my YouTube or on my Discord. So you guys can either be in my content Discord or you guys can be on in my YouTube, like the polls when I do one. And I'll put like 3 decks up there and you guys can pick one. And I can take something funny to a cup or a challenge. So we'll see how like those goes. What's up, Evan? How are you, brother? Tired, but I'm living. Long week at work, but now we're on to the holidays, so it should be a pretty chill experience for a little bit. Next like 2 weeks should be like a super dead 2 weeks at work. I didn't take any time off because it's kind of stupid to take time off during the holidays, and I'm not doing anything with my family, so we're like all just at home anyway. So it's like I'm gonna vibe for the next 2 weeks, save my vacation time. Worlds being in the US also means I don't have to take like a ton of time, and California kind of like blows. Okay, sorry. California does not blow, it's fine. But like going from back-to-back Japan into Hawaii years, California is like such a downgrade. It's such a downgrade. It just feels so bad, like going there. So we're trying to like, I'm going to try to do something this summer to keep my legendary summer streak going. Yeah, I think Rhydon's still good. If you have a deck that you have a lot of hours on, your comfort is better. This little setup is funny. It's like the desk and then all the people right there. Appreciate it, Evan. Appreciate you, bro. No, I definitely like, The week after I got home from Perth, I like slept like the entire week basically. Like I was dead. And I finally, I think, adjusted to jet lag this week. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Arjuna? I think I want to see some cool supporters. I think, like, as opposed to the Pokemon itself being broken, like, I think we've gotten a lot of, like, broken, like, Pokemon cards. But I want to see, like, good supporter cards or, like, good item cards that make these synergies flow. Like, I want to see, like, that kind of thing where it's, like, it's all about the support system. So, like, as they release maybe more Ends cards or, like, Marnie's cards or Ash's cards down the line, the support will exist. Hey, we had a Superior V-Star for a little bit. That's something, you know? I guess we are looking at a BW set, huh? Coming up. It will be BW. Vank is a beautiful city, though. I think it's, like, gorgeous. I think Anaheim is just a little bit of a bummer because it's just Disney is there, nothing really else. And we've been to Anaheim a couple times. I think San Diego would have been a great Worlds location. I think San Diego is a beautiful city. That would have been one of my, like, I think it's my number one regionals location, but fine. It's like my number one by far, I think. So it's a little bit of a letdown, but it also saves me a ton of vacation time because I don't think I'm going to go out. Like, even if I go out early, I might just, like, work from my hotel room and, like, test with the boys or something like that. Or, like, I might go visit some friends in LA in general. Paris Worlds would have been a lot of fun. The only time I've been to France was when I was a kid. And it was, like, for a day. So I never actually got to experience it. I was going to go to Lille Regionals this year and make it, like, a vacation. Like, for a week. Like, go to, like, Paris and, like, do some other stuff. Hang out with Fob. But it sold out in, like, 2 seconds. And I was like, didn't get to think about that. We do see a lot of, like, 151 reprints, or, like, in that situation. I think San Diego is just beautiful. Like, I think a San Diego Worlds in August is, like, a gorgeous time of year. Like, I think the weather has got to be beautiful. But I get an email. Who emailed me? Miko. Hi, Callie. Was your opponent on Ancient deck? I think it's okay. I think in general it's got, like, a decent matchup spread, but it's, like, super mediocre at actually getting the job done when push comes to shove. It's, like, super, like, it's a fair deck. It's a fair deck in a metagame where, like, there's a lot of really unfair decks. So that's, like, kind of my thoughts on it. Okay, but, like, Hawaii was also hot and it was just so fun in August. Like, I just can't explain it. I like NYC as a city. It's just, like, how would we get a venue? I mean, I guess there are venues that are big enough. Yeah, there's probably venues that are big enough. It's just, and people could, like, metro in or take the, what is it called in New York? Is it just, it's just a metro, right? Because it's what it's in DC, it's metro. I'm just assuming it's, like, similar thing in New York. San Fran will be, like, similar. Like, it's basically just like San Fran on the East Coast, I think, in, like, the most non-disrespectful way. La Jolla? I'll check it out if I go. Like, what I mean by unfair is, like, Regidrago has the ability to basically do a lot of things at once, and you have access to all these attackers. You have Gardevoir, which has the ability to do a ton of stuff. Like, you have all these decks that can do so many things, and then Ancient Box is just like, I'm going to use Sada, and I'm going to attack you. And then every deck is like, okay, I'm just going to kill your guys. And you're like, uh-oh, I can't win the game if I don't have enough guys. Subway, yeah, okay, Subway makes sense. My sister went to college in NYC, so I was able to visit quite a bit. I don't think I personally ever lived there, but I like visiting. If you find me another event, just please find me. Like, as long as I don't have, like, both headphones in and I'm, like, kind of not feeling it, you guys can talk to me always. I think NOLA should start being permanent. I do quite like NOLA. I think NOLA IC was, like, one of the most fun I've had in a long time. I was getting quite bored of Columbus. Columbus was really... It wasn't a bad city. It's just... not a great city, you know? Like, Columbus was just Columbus. What's up, Vindra? Long time no talk, big guy. How will Badoo affect Drago? I think pretty heavily, because now Drago needs to have a pretty strong turn one. If it doesn't have a strong turn one, you just Badoo lock for 2 turns, and now like Dragapult and Gardevoir can just set up and it just pops off. Do you think Worlds could be in DC again? One can only hope. I personally would be really excited for a DC Worlds. NOLA was a really fun city. I think it's like a very lively city. Well, you can tell when a city has like a lot of like history and soul and passion. And NOLA is definitely one of those cities where like if you go out and do stuff, it's like it's really amazing. It's really something to like experience. The food is great. The culture is great. Not every not every city has all that, right? So it's like really cool and unique in a U.S. city specifically. I feel like Dallas is pretty expensive compared to San Antonio. Like I feel like San Antonio is like a relatively cheaper option. I didn't go last year to San Antonio. I was out of town, or I was out of the country with my family. So I'm pretty excited to go this year. I mean, like we're on the Riverwalk. That can't be like too bad, right? Like the weather's got to be pretty nice. Should be okay. Weekend after my birthday, so we'll see. We'll see how it is. Oh, Miko bread kit. I don't think Osaka will be down on a big Roaring Moon. I think there will be. I think Badoo will give it some issues for sure. I think Gardevoir and Pulse will both be very, very popular this weekend. SLC is a good location. I think Chicago would be a good location. I think you have to consider like time of year and like how cheap certain venues are. I'm gonna take off my headset because the music is a little loud for me and it's like making it tough for me to talk and think. So I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the music. I think you have to think about like time of year where they book these things. Like Toronto in winter has to be like super cheap compared to like a real location. Like Toronto in winter is just like got to be turbo cheap because it's freezing. And then like NOLA in summer is also like a miserable location at that time of year. So like it's just got to be like cost, I think, for the most part for this thing. It seems fine. Roaring Moon, yeah. Seems like a fine deck. I mean, I personally wouldn't play it. It's a fine deck. Texas in January doesn't seem too bad. We've got a pretty long hold up actually happening right now. Jump Festa is happening right now too. Could just switch over to Jump Festa and watch that. My Twitter is going to be all Jump Festa news and CL news tonight, which I'm excited for because I'm hoping that there's some good Jump Festa stuff announced tonight. I don't think Greece will get a regional. Let me pull up the regionals that currently exist. I don't even think it has a special. I think most of the locations in Europe are already spoken for. Spain, Netherlands, and Italy taking up a special. Stockholm seems like a mainstay. One of the UK locations seems to get regionals. Both Dortmund and Stuttgart seem to be pretty mainstay for them. They like doing Poland every year. It seems like that Amber Expo Center. And then France and Lille seem like most of these locations seem like pretty staple for Europe. So I feel like they don't really shift around too much. And these venues can hold quite a bit of people. So I think it comes down to what they do, right? How they want to shift things around. What's Jump Festa? So basically, like each year, Shonen Jump does like a big like festival, basically, where you go. There's like a lot of panels, and their main panel they'll talk about like the announcements for the upcoming year. So rather than having like normal anime announcements like they would, for example, like Jujutsu Kaisen is currently having their panel, which I assume they're gonna announce their season 3 coming up right now. Show probably a little preview, have some of the voice actors up there to talk, stuff like that, and then we'll have like like Dan to Dan season 2 announcements, stuff like that, like just simple Jump related stuff. On the first day of Christmas, my true love you to me. So yeah, are you guys doing anything fun for Christmas? Anyone here? I'll personally be doing nothing. It'll be a great day to do nothing. I will sleep in. I will wake up when I wake up, and then we will experience life. Bolivia? I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Let's pull up World Championship. Okay, I don't know what the Bolivia flag looks like, low-key. That's got to be on me. Why did I make this decision? The Bolivia flag. Okay. Okay, there was 0. It was actually... Oh, 1. There's 1 Bolivian player for Worlds this year. Hello, please. Hey. Yeah, there was 1 Bolivian player at Worlds this year, actually. Hector Alejandro Tanabe Herbas. He went 0-1 drop, so he registered, basically picked up his kit, and did not play. Or he immediately lost round 1 and decided he didn't want to play. Lugia coming back? I think so. I think it'll be very good for the Reggies. I mean, obviously, I have to see how much impact Badu will have on the deck, and if Badu is too much of a problem, then yeah. I will not stream all of it. I think that I will stream today until I get sleepy. And then tomorrow, probably a similar situation, because I do have a Sunday Cup that I got to get to. So I'll probably stream a good bit. And then I will probably... I'll probably end up just like ending stream whenever I end stream, and then you guys will... I'll put my reactions to top 8, top 4, and finals on YouTube throughout the week, so you guys will see it. What do you think about Pulta Snore? I think it's probably really good with Badu, because Badu buys you a lot of time, and you can just like chill and sit behind stuff, and then go from there. Heck yeah, what'd you buy? If the world was ending, I wanna be to you. When is round 2 starting? What are we doing? My guess is as good as yours, brother. Like, I don't know when I'm getting my promo. I don't know when you're getting your promo. Like, I don't work for Pokemon. Whenever it shows up, you know? Never had that happen to me when I go to regionals before, that we had to wait for a delayed promo. But I'm not the person you should be asking. You should be asking Fanfinity or Tournament Center, whoever ran the tournament. That question. Yeah, Pult definitely gets a lot of like legs to stand on because of Badu, I think. Badu gives it a lot of like time to set up, which it didn't have before, and you can actually play slower through your cloak now. So if you can just like play like maybe even play 2 Badu in the deck. It just feels so important that you just can't prize it. So maybe you just play 2 Badu, get to the Badu, and just chill for a couple turns, and then go from there. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. That was your first regional experience. Whenever we get them, we get them. Like, I don't even know when they'll come in. Part of me doesn't even expect that they'll ever come in, but whatever, you know. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. I mean, I assume they have them by now. Like, it's just Surfer promos. They probably have them. So it's like, whenever they send them out, they send them out. Plays at Quaking Punch. I mean, dude, Heavy Badu could be pretty strong. Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals. Crazy. Crazy behavior. This format, it's harder, I think, because there's decks like Miraidon that are doing quite well, and I think even, like, Cloth gives it a little bit of an issue. Like, I think, yeah, you set up and you can beat Cloth. Yeah, I can post a link. Like, you can set up and beat Cloth. But in general, I think that, like, there's a lot more aggressive decks in the format right now that just put a lot of pressure on. Control is probably really good. again, like I think a lot of control ideas, like I think Hassan's top 8 deck with the Toad Scroll was really cool. Yeah. We're really waiting for this next round, huh? One round in an hour is kind of crazy behavior, low key. No announcement yet about Jujutsu Kaisen. My friend from Korea won his first round. Congrats to him. Okay, so they're doing the main feature and then the sub feature. So we're main featuring 01s, it looks like. So maybe we have a celebrity player in the main feature. The CLs look so fun. I really want to play one. I really, really want to play one. What's up, Eric? It's not similar to TP. I guess maybe because like TPCI is like in between rounds is like usually like 30 minutes. I want to say because we go to the 50. The +3 takes about like 10 minutes. I want to say across the board, and then people who have time extensions probably another 10 to 15. Round turnaround is like 80 minutes start to finish. This is best of 1, so it should move faster. I think as the later the day goes, it gets a lot faster because people are obviously like I think newer. There's a lot of like so in Japan like the Pokemon fanaticism is crazy. So it's like, oh, I think this is our celebrity because I think we saw him on stage earlier, the player on the right, because I think he was talking. He's a Unite player. It seems like he's wearing a Unite jersey, so it's maybe one of the Unite players that played in Worlds or something, and he's just here. I think Flareon's really good. We have Lance, so it's got to be Reggie. Oh, Lance and Pidgey. We have Lax on the left, and then a Lance, Pidgey. What possibly could he be playing? What possibly could be the deck on the right? Dragapult. Okay, excellent decision. I actually did not think about that one. Because Rogue Jackson Jr., they're children, man. Like, they're kids picking whatever they want to play. You know, I'm not going to tell a kid to like play a meta deck. Like, I coach kids all the time, and I tell them to play what they want to play. Juniors and seniors are just chill. They're kids. They're children. I think Flareon's really good as a card. Lance kind of makes sense, right? You go turn one, oh, there's 2 Crispin in the hand. And just a turn 1, draw, pass. Does he know it's Lax? We're going to see a Nest Ball, probably just grabbing a Snorlax. I mean, like, getting Mimikyu here is going to be really good. The problem is that Cloak attacks through Mimikyu. But the problem, like, let's just see, like, I guess how many handheld fans is a Snorlax player playing is important. That kind of stuff. Because 1 Dragapult and 1 Dracloak is really, really good to just shred through this matchup. So early flutes are quite important to hit. There's already a Crispin in the hand. I don't know what else was in the hand. I saw that, I think the Ace Spec as well. If this control player or Lax player doesn't play Vacuum, and this tool sticks on the first Dragapult, it could be really scary. Like, the first Dragapult could be an absolute menace in this game, especially with Rotom being in the active spot. I don't know what other supporters in the hand. He's obviously shuffling up, so he's not going for an Arven immediately or anything. It's boxed orders Lax. It's boxed orders and Rotom, which is kind of weird. There's a fan already in the hand, which is nice. We hit the Rotom, but I don't know. What is the other card? Is that Pidgeotto? Rotom's a good one to hit. Rotom's a good one to hit here. We give him a Sealstone target, but hitting the Rotom is like very good because now we have one target we can start counter catching up. And I don't know how much retreat this Dragapult actually plays, this deck plays. Probably a Turo and probably like, that might be it. It might just be one Turo. So once the one Turo is exhausted, the game can just be over. So that's like that as a downside. We're going to fan the Rotom, which makes sense, and we'll just draw 3. Makes sense to me. I think the idea is we use Rotom for a little bit, and then we go into the boxed orders at some point in the game. Badoo. Can we Badoo lock this? Can we potentially Badoo lock this the entire game? That could be unique. That could be super unique as a situation. Because we could like retreat and maybe just Badoo lock this guy. But I guess Snorlax plays a lot of supporters. I see double Temple, I think, in hand. So there's options here for sure. We're thinking. We're in the tank. Grand Tree. We are playing Grand Tree as our ace spec. We're going to go ahead and grab... I mean, we're just going to get a Dragapult up and running, like, which is kind of awesome. This is kind of awesome. Like, this is like... There's a bunch of Dusknoirs. Like, this Grand Tree is cool because if this Grand Tree doesn't get bumped, we're just going to be able to chain Dusknoirs every turn. And that's really bad for Snorlax. Like, and we have a Crispin in hand, too. So we're going to be able to knock out this Rotom instantly. Like, this Rotom gets 0 value. Like, we got one turn. We got one turn of cards, and we just slammed the Grand... Like, we're just that guy, man. That's awesome. This is awesome. We're going to get the Fire and the Psychic. There doesn't seem to be a ton of energy in the deck. I didn't see any switch effects. I mean, I would be shook if I saw a Grand Tree, man. I mean, I think Grand Tree is the natural progression of Charizard decks, at the very least. I think Grand Tree is going to be a card that's actually played in some of these Charizard decks and some of these things in general. Just put both energy on there. Yep, we're just going to swing. I think Grand Tree is really good into the Badoo engines, but the problem is being able to find it. So I think you could play something like Chorus Tenacity. But the problem is you play Chorus Tenacity, Kyurem becomes a much better card. And then stuff like that. We probably have one Turo. If we can get to the Turo, I think it's really good. We're just going to move the energy. And we're going to grab Pidgey and Iono here off our 2 price cards. Iono is a good one to grab because we can start putting pressure. There is the Mimikyu, but if the Snorlax player only plays one Mimikyu, not being able to... There's a Temple already in hand. This Grand Tree is not sticking. No, that's so sad. That's so... There's so many Temple in the hand. Holy smokes. We're going to go get the Mimikyu, which makes sense. Oh my god, there's so many Temple in this hand. The Snorlax player does not want to lose to Lugia, but he's still going to lose to Lugia because his deck sucks. We're just not getting the Mimikyu. Oh, it's sick. 6. I was pretty under the impression we'd be grabbing Mimikyu here. We're definitely bumping this Grand Tree. There's no shot the Grand Tree sticks around. Right? Like we just put the Temple down, we bench the guy, and then we counter catch up the Rotom. And then we... Do we have supporter in hand? I don't think so. Yep, so Stadium gets bumped. Counter catch up Rotom. Nice and easy. We're going to have to pick up the speed here. There's only 20 minutes left. What is that supporter in hand? Is that Thornton? Penny. Okay. We're just going to box order. Dude, I would have been fine burning a Penny this turn. I feel like it's fine to burn a Penny here. We're going to have Gear box order almost certainly. Is that Secret Box? Secret Box Snorlax? We're playing Secret Box Snorlax. We are literally playing Secret Box. Oh, it's Trolley. It's Trolley Snorlax. Oh my god, we're playing Trolley Snorlax. That's crazy. We're playing Trolley Snorlax. I guess it makes sense, right? Because you can Trolley out the board, and then you can Penny up your Rotom after one or two turns, and then you have boxed order for the rest of the game, right? Like, it kind of makes sense. Because then you use your Sealstone target and go from there. I mean, now we're going to be looking for getting into our Dusknoir line. I think Dusknoir is like, wow, there's another Crispin in the hand. There's multiple Crispin in this deck. We're getting Arvin, I think, for Poffin. Grabbing ourselves like the Dusknoir line and grabbing, I think, another Dreepy because we do want to attack with your Cloak at some point. I think it's important to be able to do that. And then we also have access to Airmail, which I think is really good in this matchup. Sealstone, that's pretty good. There's an escape board in the deck. I see that. Second Badoo. Third Crispin. There's 3 Crispin in this deck. That's a lot of Crispin. Not really sure we need that many Crispin, but how much should we just grab double Duskull? I mean, I guess Duskull GP probably better. Nah, double Duskull. Double Duskull threaten game, man. I'm down. I'm down to just get double Duskull and just be really spooky about it, you know? Now we're just saying, like, yo, I can just pop you next turn, you just lose the game. Yeah, I like this. I like this quite a bit. I think this is our celebrity player on the right, though, so I think this is, like, going to be a slower-paced game in general. Seems like it's a famous Unite player over from Japan. I know their Unite team did place quite well at Worlds. I think 3rd place or 4th place, I believe. So it's a pretty respectable accomplishment. Picking up the trophies, picking up the cards. So maybe they're, like, trying out the other games, because Unite, I think, is, like, kind of in an off-season right now. And then we're just going to pass, probably. Or just draw 3 with Rotom. No need to use Sealstone, no need to use anything. You know that they took gear, so they're not actually, like, getting anything done on you right now. A Xerosic this turn would be kind of devastating, but it's just not happening. Let's see what the 3 cards are. Dracloak, Crispin. There's so many Crispin in this deck. Why do we have so many Crispin? This is a strange amount of Crispin to have. Trolley out the double X. We're just leaving the Mimikyu in the prizes, apparently. That was not a shuffle. Penny up the Lax. Yep. Fetch another one. Boxed order. I mean, this is really tough, right? Like, now it's going to be... Do we have the Turo for the Rotom? And if after the Turo happens, do we lose to another Flute? Do we lose to, like, one more Flute or one more, like, bad basic that hits the board? It's just over. Yeah, grabbing double Flute, I think, here is completely correct. We already have the gear to dig for another supporter. We just need to hit one more bad basic, and I think the game ends. Yeah, like, I think that now with Grand Tree gone, a lot of resources are gone. It's just tough, I think, to do anything. No energy in the hand. I mean, we have Crispin, but we can't Crispin and Turo on the same turn. We can boss. We can't really boss anything. Like, I think it's just, like, Crispin this turn, get energies out of the deck, and then go for Turo next turn, maybe. Like, I think we want to get the energies onto the board with the Crispin, and then I think we want a Turo in the future, so I think we need to do it that way. You need to make a decision, big guy. You need to make a decision. My brother in Christ, please make an action. Did he concede? That's crazy. I think he just conceded. I think he just full conceded. Wow. He just said I don't play Turo. I think he just doesn't play a Turo, so he just full conceded the game. That's crazy. I mean, wow. I mean, yeah. I mean, recognizing that you have no win condition is respectable, and tapping out there is respectable as well. That's crazy. I mean, if you have no win condition, why waste each other's time? In Japan, if they do go to a 0-0 on the time clock, it becomes a double game loss. And I think he was just trying to avoid that respectfully. I think he just didn't want that to happen. That was crazy. That was fast. That was a fast game. No, it won't get you anywhere. I think it's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's just not happening. I think that the celebrity players are more likely to concede and stuff because they understand that, like, they don't want to sit here and waste time, you know? Which I think is super respectful. I quite like that. Is anyone anime lovers here? Are we anime people in this chat right now? The new culling game visual is leaked, so I wanted to show this off. Not leaked, but it's happening right now at the Jump Festa. Culling game. Visual is done. So So far, that's I think all that's been revealed from Jump Festa. That's my entire timeline right now. I'll give it a like. A little bit of anime fun going on. CL Day 1 from the boys over here. Ryujin. The guys. I mean, Snorlax is good. I think the idea makes a lot of sense. You just, I think, lose to Lax mirrors and stuff like that. Dandadan was good. It was very strange, but it's very, very good. I think you should watch it, Mo. I watched it all in one sitting. It was quite good. Okay, we'll go back to the interview with the player. Cool. While this is happening, I think Dandadan's quite good. That was an interesting one. I mean, I think he was right to tap out there. I think there was nothing really more you could do. I didn't give Dandadan a 10 out of 10 just because I think like the occult stuff is like not really the greatest on me. I think it's like it's a genre that like I'm not too fond of in particular, but I was able to enjoy the plot and the story behind it quite a bit. I give it an 8, I believe. And I started reading it because I think I gave it an 8 because a lot of people hyped it up quite a bit to the point where I was like, this is going to be one of the greatest animes ever, or it's not. Yo, hello, hello. I know how to say, is it good day or good morning? I'm not going to embarrass myself in Portuguese, sorry. But hello from America. I mean, that ended relatively quickly. I think we're going to have a pretty long wait time now. I do watch Blue Lock, yep. I mean, I don't want Blue Lock. I feel like that's a strange thing to want, but I do watch Blue Lock. What did Daichi say? Is he playing today? Well, he said he's not going to be able to stop for photos and stuff. Honestly, kind of fair. I gotta watch the last 2 seasons of Danmachi, I think. Oh, we're on the sub feature now. So I think it's the second celebrity. Wow, I was gonna take a piss, but we're already on we're on a second match already. Actually, you guys just watch the match for a second. I'm gonna go take a pee. Looks like our Gholdengo player from round 1 is our feature match also. So I think we haven't actually gotten any real players yet. I think these are all our celebrities so far. I think we're only gotten celebrities, which is a little bit of a bummer so far. But we'll see how they go out. It's Dengo Mir, how it feels to chew 5 gum. You guys watch this one as we're going. I'm going to take a piss break. I'll be right back. Checking my Wonder Pixin pocket. The Dandadan opening is really good. Did you guys know, for my anime boys out here, that the entire Dandadan opening is like an homage to Persona? The whole thing is just a big homage to Persona. It's like bar for bar, frame for frame Persona. Franco's a huge Persona fan, and he explained it to me. He. Appreciate everyone who is here hanging out with me for the night. Just chill vibe. Just chilling. Nothing too crazy going on. If you are watching the stream, if you could just toss a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already, that'd be super appreciated. We're just going to the Badoo. This is a menacing board. We've got triple gimme. We're going to be able to punch here with 10. There's a Greninja stuck in the active. We can't use super energy. Get the guys. Tons of items in the hand. Gholdengo is a deck that focuses on items quite a bit. So a prime catcher. We're not even playing a real ace spec. Losing the Gholdengo is rough here. Tons of worker. Okay. And discarding the Stadium instantly. We do draw into the other Gholdengo. So we are able to evolve into Gholdengo. I think that's the only energy in hand, though. So I think we can't attach retreats. I think we always just do Dingo. I think we always go into the Dingo. And just draw one. Just draw one with the Dingo. I think always draw one with the Dingo, see what happens. I don't know. We actually don't do anything with this retreat, you know? Like, if we lose this Dingo, the game ends. This is so scary. Like, this is so scary. We have so many items in our hand. But this Dango is going to get one shot turn 2, and then the game spirals out of control now. Well, the game could end right here with Gholdengo, Dusknoir game, you know? There's an Irida in hand as well. I think we Irida for super energy, whatever, and then draw 2 and then Pokestop and see where it takes us. I think we always do the super energy here and then like 8 cards out of our deck right now, or 9 cards out of our deck right now. Oh, he's gonna spin it. He's gonna spin it. I just think it's worth it to just Irida here, man. Like, I think let's just blow up this Gholdengo, like a guaranteed blow up. No, I don't like the sequence. I don't like how the sequence is going. We got another Dango, so not punished. What's that other card in hand? Is that the ace spec? Did he draw the ace spec? Is that a fire? It might be a fire energy. I was gonna be like, there's no shot he drew the ace spec. That would have been insane. There's the ace spec, yeah. And Manaphy. So we're going to play the ace spec, I think, just stand on our deck real quick. I don't know if Kingdra will be viable. I think after rotation, it'll be interesting to see what actually becomes viable. I think rotation will change quite a few things. Gholdengo is an interesting deck because it has the potential to just like win games by just being like super oppressive with Togekiss and Dusknoir. So I think in a best of 1 situation where your deck can just draw the entire deck in like 1 turn, and you can blow stuff up with the ace spec turn 2, it's kind of huge. Is that all we had? I feel like we had more stuff in the deck. Or is that all we want? Because we can draw 2 off Greninja too. Like, we can draw a lot of cards here. We have 1 off the Dango, 2 off the Greninja, potentially 3 off the Stop. What's that card? Boss's Orders. I mean, we slam the Pokestop here. I think we spin it. We have Stretcher in hand, so hitting Candy Dusknoir is actually kind of teed. SER. Dusknoir. Vessel. Okay. Do we have other energies in deck? We can Vessel away the Manaphy. Let's draw 2. Can we get there this turn? Get the metals out of the deck. There should be other metals in the deck for sure. If there's another, if you grabbed another energy card, I was gonna be like, yo, bro, you should have grabbed that 100% off the ace spec. And then let's draw 2. We have enough to blow up, I think, right? We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have SCR. I think it's worth gambling. I think we take it, right? Let's just draw the 2. I really think it's worth drawing the 2 here. Yeah, okay, let's try to hit it. Hit Candy, game ends. No Candy, but we did hit Fez, which is fine. No Love Lost. I would have SCR'd, I think, there. I don't know, maybe the Stretcher is more valuable than I thought. Or the SCR is more valuable for later in the game. We'll just go 6, pop it. Take 2 here. We're super far ahead, there's no Dango on the response. So next turn, a Dusknoir KO plus a Dengo KO on the active basically just makes the game locked up, I feel like. I mean, the response should be Badoo here. Prime Catcher up something and then just Badoo it. Buy yourself a turn here while you're setting up your board again on the response. This is actually what makes the game really interesting now because Badoo makes it so there's a lot of, like, not comeback potential, but you can lock your opponent out of, like, their resources now in some capacity. Like, I just think we have to, I think we have to burn our Prime Catcher, unfortunately, and just, like, take a turn to set up here. Fez draw. We have a lot of cards to work with, but again, Scyther. So for Scizor, 50 times the number of Pokemon with abilities in play. We're currently swinging for 150. Could be a good off-prize one, like a one-prize off-prize, but the Gholdengo player just has to not bench put 6 things into play. I guess like seems pretty easy to do. Look at how many cards they've drawn. Like it's an insane amount of cards they've drawn in like 2 turns. Just absolutely absurd, actually. I'm going to attach retreat. So not going to burn the prime. Just allowing ourselves to do 10 damage and saying, hey, you need to get an energy card. You've burned a lot of energy cards already. There's a good chance you didn't get everything you need. It's resistance grass. LMAO. No items for you. No items for me. Oh, Candy was the next card. Candy was the next card. Oh. There's a lightning energy in the hand, so I think we just drop it. Drop, pop, and lock it, you know? Let's draw some cards with the Dengos first, I think. We'll draw some Dengo cards, see where it takes us. Also, there's only 13 minutes on the clock. These guys are moving. A lot of cards being played. A lot of actions being taken. You got to do something, man. I would just draw 2 off the Dengo to start. Pokestop is a crazy thing to start with, I feel like. Cypher gone. Putting 2 in hand is nice. Dengo for 2 here. Alright, Dengo for 1 first to see if he had a supporter that's playable. What's he thinking? You have the energy in hand. There's no reason not to draw cards. You virtually have game next turn because you can just Dusknoir. You can always Dusknoir the... oh, we're bossing. I guess to be just popping a gimme. We should still be drawing cards off the ghouls. Always draw cards off the ghouls. Yeah, 2. Yep. Yep. Draw 1. That's a lot of cards we're seeing. Wow. I mean, the problem here is that the Badoo is going to come back into the active and be kind of a menace. Like, there's actually a world where you don't have enough energy to end this game, right? And so Badoo could just gust up one of the guys. Like... I legitimately think there's a chance like Badoo could just gust up one of the guys and just start trying to go for the deck out. Like I think we could go for the deck out play here, depending on how many cards are left in deck. Right? Like if we just Badoo, boss up something. We have Prime Catcher too, so if we just Prime Catcher up a guy, right? Like we go Prime Catcher up one of the other Dengos. We already know that there's 6 energy in the discard. 7 energy in the discard. Just gust up the guys or gust up like Radiant Greninja and just go Badoo 10, Badoo 10, Badoo 10, Badoo 10 every turn. You have access to your items. They don't have access to their items. If they attach retreat, they lose the game. So I think the play here is deck out every single time. Like, just stop playing cards. There's a Monkey Dory in the deck. That's crazy also. There's 2 Monkey Dory in the deck. Oh my god, what's happening? I think the play is just stop playing cards and we can go for deck out here. I think it's a toss-up to see whose deck is smaller here. But I think I would play for the deck out if I was in the other player situation. You have Palpad in hand as well. Like, you have actual resources that prevent yourself from losing this game. And if you can get 1 KO on like a Gholdengo, like, I think we risk it for the biscuit and go for the Dango, right? We go take 1 Dango off the board. They need a metal energy plus an energy to attack with Badoo, to kill the Badoo. And they've already shown that most of their energy is gone. So if we go ahead and do Gust up a Gholdengo, attack for 26 turns, kill it, and then boss, we win the game. You know, like, we can, there is a win condition here. It's just not being seen. Like, I genuinely think there's a win condition here by just trapping stuff. But the problem is we just are not looking for it. We're racing to try to get knockouts, and I think that we just lose every time because there's already, like, there's a million cards in both players' hands, and there's already a Dust Snore established, or a Dust Call established. So it's like, how do we actually win this game? Like, what's the actual win condition? If we're playing Worker Engine, like, 7 cards in deck, the other player probably has like 10 cards in deck. Like, it's like a similar situation. Like, yeah, I don't know. There was a win condition there. I mean, like, now the play is just, like, if we can get the Stretcher, like, we have so many ways to draw cards in our hand. We have Fez as well. Like, we're going to see 6 cards before we even have to play a card. There's, like, 20 cards in our hand. There's no shot we don't have enough cards for SCR to play this game, right? We have Irida for Stretcher. Getting ourselves a Dust Snore, which basically ends the game, because Candy's already in our hand. We just draw a bunch of cards off the Gholdengos, and then we just have double SCR, and we win the game. If we didn't have double SCR in hand, I think this play is also incorrect, but I feel like we already had double SCR in hand. I genuinely think the win condition was deck out from the player on the right. I don't think the Gholdengo player on the left had any more ways to get energies back. I think there's a grass in his hand, but that's about it. We have the Candy Dust Snore play. There's 1 energy left, so we would have been completely out of energy. Like, it would have been a game over, no more energy, pack it up angle, you know? I think that'll be so interesting with Badoo, where, like, we can start starving people out of resources, and they just can't do anything about it. Second SCR, yep. Get back all the energies. Like, you know, they have so many items in their hand that just win them the game. Like, we saw them hit SCR off of stop. We saw them hit Poffin off of stop. I think we might have seen them hit it twice, actually. Pop the Dust Snore, kill the Badoo. It's funnier if you kill the Badoo. No, man. You take a prize as well, and then just show all the energies. There it is. That's GG. I think there just was a there definitely was a win condition. Like, there just totally was a win condition. It just, man, it's kind of a feels bad that he didn't see it. I think in Gholdengo Mirror the aggressor will lose if Both players are playing Badoo. Like, he bought himself a turn, which is fine. But I think the idea of the Badoo is to buy yourself more than one turn in those situations, for sure. That was an interesting round. Very interesting round. So check Twitter, see what's going on. That was a replay, so it was already done. We're watching some ads while waiting for round 3. Yeah, and Best of One is also very unique because Best of One also introduces quite a bit of different stuff to the format. So Best of One will not be an indication of Best of Three as well. I think it'll be very different. Pokemon Pocket ad. Hope you guys are playing. Do your dailies. Open up your packs. It's a good game. It's a good game. Any of my homies in chat want to hang out and yap on Discord? Let's go peruse from Twitter. See if anything fun's going on there. I'm not playing League right now, no. I'm gonna chill and watch and chill for a little bit. He's probably substitute. Oh, well, I mean, each new set has like a broken deck. It feels like because we just got oh, these are cute. These are cute. We got Celebi with this set, which was kind of broken. High key. Oh, this is Pokemon Sleep. I see. If I, what are you guys up to? Just vibing? I'm just checking notifications real quick. While we're chilling and vibing real quick. Not enough. This is moving pretty slow, all things considered. But I think that's fine for tournaments. Like it's the size of the tournament is like massive. Yeah. So it's like it's gonna be a lot of like movement and people getting ready. Superior is broken. I've been playing the Superior Celebi deck. It's quite fun. It's quite fun. I want to. I'd like to, Sergio. I'm going to try to apply for the Champions League in both February and April, but it is a lottery. And if I do get in, I will book flights to go. I think my season is pretty chill. I don't know. I mean, it comes down to how rotation works. Like, I think rotation's the big thing where it's like, we don't know how it'll shake up the game. And Badoo's going to be quite strong, and we don't know who the big bad cards are going to be. So I think anything could be viable. I don't know. SF. Yeah, with Japan, it's like a lottery system of like, I don't know, 20,000, 25,000 people applying. And they all apply, just you hit like an apply button on an app. And once you hit the apply button, you basically like find out like a week, 2 weeks before the event. I think everyone found out for this one 2 weeks in advance, I want to say. Let me go check. Oh, I pressed the wrong thing. I think Fabian tweeted about that he got in. So we find out when Fabian found out that he got into the tournament. So Fabian found out that he's playing on November 29th, which is 3 weeks. 3 weeks before the event. That's actually not that unreasonable. So you have 3 weeks to basically, like, you realize that you're going in 3 weeks to the tournament, and then you play. Are there any non-insanely item blind decks? Guardy, like Guardy Pulse that can set up normally. Like I think you could you can change how your deck is built to deal with Badoo. I think that's what we're gonna see throughout this tournament. I think the decks that are gonna do well will be decks that have adjusted in dealing with Badoo in some capacity. I think Future Box is good into Badoo. Yeah, but Future Box sucks as a deck. Like, Future Box, you just gotta, like, you like do your one attack with Miraidon. Okay, also, like, Future Box is, like, if you don't open Arven into Badoo, it's also just, like, kind of GG angle. Because you just get stuck with, like, something in the active that you can't move. And then, like, Guardy just goes Vacuum on your Baton and the game ends. Or, like, Dragapult, like, if decks play Vacuum, Future Box is just a terrible deck. Like, there's a reason I think the deck's just not good. Like, I think you don't have the firepower that, like, Miraidon has, but you're, like, the same deck. Like, you're just a worse Miraidon, I think. You have to play all these bad cards for the deck to actually work, and you don't hit the damage numbers you need to anymore on big decks like Dragapult or Charizard. So those matchups are just really, really bad for you. No clue yet, Vange. I will try it and see how it feels because item lock is very scary. So if we get item locked out of the game, maybe it's just not worth playing. But I will give it a try. No, I think like the future archetype, all the cards that have needed to be printed are printed, right? Like, wow, this is just already showing the results. I was like, wow, we're playing a 1-1 into an 0-2. That's kind of rude. No, I get it. Okay. No, I think all the future cards that have been released have already been revealed. So like, I think there's nothing else the engine gets, and I think it'll only get worse with time because like I think the good cards that help make these decks flow are just gonna start rotating quicker and quicker, and then as like we go into a format that's a little bit slower, it'll get worse for it. Kyle, they're doing it at 2:20 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 4.5 hours from now. Which I don't know if I'll be awake for, but we're going to do our best. If I'm not awake for it, I will just wake up first thing in the morning, do my review of the cards, and have it up on YouTube for you guys. Yeah, so it will be on YouTube at some point for everyone to enjoy if you guys do miss it. The tournament's just moving a lot slower than I anticipated. Like, we're 2 hours deep into this stream, and we've watched 2 rounds of Pokemon. Try to see if other top players tweet out the results. It looks like a lot of the top players are in Pool B. I don't know how they determined that. Probably just random. But it looks like a lot of players are in Pool B. Yeah. There is going to be... They're not going to reveal all the cards. There will be some cards revealed tonight, some cards revealed tomorrow at 2:20 a.m. EST. That's what they usually do. They'll reveal like a handful of cards tonight, a handful of cards tomorrow. Or maybe they do all of them tonight. Typically, they do them on day one. So, yeah. Notre Dame, let's check out the scores. Notre Dame game. Bro, they're up 17-3 at half. They're kind of cooking, low-key. The Hoosiers are getting hoosed. Wait, are we in bowl games already? College football. This is playoffs? Are we in playoffs? Is that tonight day one of playoffs of college football? Who's even in playoffs? Yeah, it is playoffs. It's the Hoosiers and Notre Dame tonight into SMU Penn tomorrow, Clemson, Texas, and Tennessee, Ohio. Okay, gotcha. And then winner of this game plays Georgia. Yeah, I can drop it. I didn't keep up with the season because my UCF team has not done well this year. We lost everybody. Everyone walked off because we have like a new coach and everyone hates him, and it was unfortunate. Um, Clemson beating Texas. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I mean, I do fuck with Clemson more than Texas for sure. Do I play Pokemon full time? No, I'm a software engineer. We've got Lugia on the left. Okay, let's go. I have considered for a little bit that I would go full time Pokemon. I just haven't decided how I want to do it, and if I do, I'm gonna have to up my content quite a bit and my coaching, and I don't know if I'm ready for that leap quite yet. So I am very happy. Iron Hands on the left as an opener. Who's going first? It is the Gholdengo player. Pretty good start with the Poffin already off the rip. We're gonna go ahead and see probably just two of the little guys. Put them on the bench. Dengo going first is quite good, and losing the hands is quite important as well. Like if the hands goes down here, it's quite important because the Lugia player can't really like cheat the prize trade anymore. But with multiple Minchinos, you can into the Gholdengo. So multiple Minchinos could be quite good. The right side is our celebrity player. I feel like we've seen him twice already. We'll be seeing him quite a few more times. It feels like he looks like he's on this is the main feature match, but there is yeah, it's the main feature match. The other player who's O2 is not the main feature this round. We're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball away those two. Probably just grabbing a Greninja, getting it set up. Or probably a third little guy. Yeah, I think I would just grab the Greninja, just start setting ourselves up for get some cards, get the ball rolling. Greninja plus Cypher is pretty insane. Basically gets you exactly what you need for turn 2. A-Spec was in the deck, I'm pretty sure, so we're okay. A Metal Energy hitting the discard is really good. Metal's hitting the discard early is really good because you can't get more than one off the ability. Regigigas gets into the hand. Card is really good. Not great in this matchup. We know it's Gabagool, so we can't really do anything. Nest Ball for Lugia. Lugia's turn 1 is going to be very it's going to be dependent on Lugia's turn 1 how they play. What is that card in the front? I see an ancient or future booster capsule. Interesting. I mean, I think we just grab a Lugia here, nice and simple, and then we just slam a research, call it a day. There's Lugia. I think we're going back into the deck. Goza in hand. We're going to try the Goza, it seems like. Giving Gholdengo Goza is also kind of scary. Because they could use... Tails. Okay, so no Goza. Barely a shuffle. We got a couple energies in hand. I think Gifts. The active, probably. Bench the Squawk and Slime. Oh, that's a research. Never mind. I thought it was a Squawk. Ology. Is that Pokemon Go research? I don't think I've seen that one before. Is that a promo? It might be a promo. 7 cards off the research. No Arcaps in the discard is a little bit unfortunate. We want to hit an Ultra Ball and double chops here if possible. We have Ultra Balls in hand. I think we just go for it, right? We just load up the board via Rama. Heads here is really good. Tails, unlucky. We can get Chinchino, though. Go to a 0 card hand, probably. Like, I'm down to go down to a 0 card. Luminian. Okay, interesting. Our hands, indicating our hand's already dead. We should Ultra Ball. We should be Ultra Balling here. I would just... Basic Lightning Energy. This guy knows what's up. This guy is a believer. He is a truther in the Rahul Lugia Masterclass. Get the chops, and then we can go ahead and Ultra Ball the chops. And probably other Lugia. I'm just saying you don't have boss. I'm just going to outright be like, you're not getting the boss on me turn 2. And I would keep the Jet, because I think Jet's a pretty valuable energy. Dude, I just think you can't say he has it. Like, you just can't say he has it like that. No, keep the energy. Keep the energy. Energy's good. Energy's great here. Oh, I don't like benching Lugia. Okay. We're going to bench the second Lugia, it looks like. So we're playing scared, which is fine. Grabbing Lugia V-Star. Why didn't we grab Chops? Oh, we always grab Chops here. Because we have a Goza. So we can go Luminion, Goza. We have Luminion and Goza to hit V-Star. And we have 1 Chops in discard. So we always grab Chops here. It should always be Chops here. V-Star is just objectively incorrect. Start with the Goza flip. See what it takes you. First and foremost, I think. Never mind, we're just cracked. Cracked as fuck. Still Goza. I think you still Goza flip. Try to thin a card out. Promo Chops, yeah. Oh, this hand sucks. You can switch into the other one. Draw 2 cards. It might be worth it to burn the switch here and just take an extra card. Just for SCR purposes. Dude, you should, okay, we're just going 1. Stop, okay. Goza first. Use the Goza. Use the Goza! Okay, we're just not using it. Okay, cool, sick. Dark. A Dusknoir and a Boss. Now we're going to have to SCR our whole hand away. I mean, we SCR down to 0, basically. Keep the other SCR. Get 3 energies back to hand. We're just going to Badoo. We're just going to Badoo lock. This seems bad. Okay, dude. I'm going to need you to hit the stop. Like, we just... If we had the Chops in hand, we just guarantee double Chops. Like, this is so frustrating. Oh, Flutterman. Interesting. Iron Thorns? This guy's playing an Iron Thorns in his... What? Bro, how many research do you play? Serena? That card's gotta suck. What? What is happening? Why can't you just play normal cards? Okay, also, really funny. Really, really funny play. Now that the switch is gone, we can just like saw block either Greninja or Badoo, like for the game. Like I mean I would just do Greninja, right? You just saw block Greninja. Like so we have man, this is so tilting. And nice, we drew the Legacy, sick. Why can't we just play normal cards in Lugia, man? I'm just tilted. I'm turbo tilted. I just don't understand. I'm mentally defeated. I think this has broken me. No, I don't think Carmine is played in Lugia this very much anymore. I think Carmine is a I mean in best of one people are playing it, but I feel like Carmine is a strictly a best of three tech because you can play like I think you'd rather play Squawk. Like I think the percentage that slot is either Squawk or Carmine, and Squawk is just objectively better in all the situations. Kieran put out a pretty detailed graphic about like it's like 42% better to play Squawk over Carmine, and in the games you prize it like I would just rather never Luminion for Carmine on turn one, but I would always rather put Squawk on my bench having Luminions for later parts of the game. But Carmine just is not a card that's played very often. But in Best of One in Japan, I feel like they play a lot of cheesy cards. Like a lot of lists you're going to see are going to play some weird cards because being able to steal a game is so important in these situations. And the less your opponent expects stuff, the deeper you go in a tournament, it just like gets better and better, especially in Best of One, because they don't have a chance to adapt. Like the opponent has a 0%. That's rough. That's both boss, I'm pretty sure. Like the opponent has less and less chance to adapt the deeper you go into a tournament, right? Like if you're playing into Lugia and they go Thorns, you just don't expect that. The Lugia player has a very easy win con here. I'm telling you guys right now, the game is over and Lugia has won the game. Like the game is over. The Lugia player just has to see it. Do you guys know how the game is over in chat? Do you guys see the win con? The game's. I think the game's over. If you guys understand the same win con I'm understanding. Did he draw off gift? He did, right? Brother in Christ, I think you win this game. Just please do it. No! What is this, man? This game is legitimately over if he sees the play. He has two of the cards in his hand. There's no shot he doesn't have the third one. It's fine summoning starring one guy out. It's completely fine this game. No, please don't put the Chin Chin on the bench. Please don't put the Chin Chin on the bench. Please don't put the Chin Chin on the bench. Dude, please see it. Please see the line. What? What's going on here? I don't know if that's the line. I don't think that's the line. I don't think that's a line. Like we're doing so much. I don't think we need to do all that, you know? Like I think the game was just over with a saw block. But I guess we're just we're just going into Thorns. The chops in the hand, yeah. Use the chops. Put the energies on the active. We'll do it. Do it. So this game is for all intents and purposes. Oh my god, we have so few. We have an Arvin in here too? My brother in Christ. Why can't any of the Lugia lists be normal, man? I don't understand. I mean, if we win this game, that'd be crazy. Jet's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Put on Lugia. So we can power up another Lugia instantly if we need to, if you're going to go with this route. Considerable amount of damage. Can't do anything. We can focus up here. No, Brandon. This is not spicy. This is just bad. Is that a boss's order? Is that a third boss in hand? That'd be crazy if it's a third boss in hand. That's an Irida, okay. But I mean, Irida gets you to SER, so I think we just slam the Irida, get the SER out of the deck. And I would have stopped first, I think. Oh, we put 2 at the bottom of the deck. Okay, that makes sense, actually. So I think we just get SER on a water-type Pokemon if we can. This game is over. I'm just reiterating. This game is actually over. I clicked on the wrong thing. I just don't think he sees it. I don't think he sees the vision. 2 boss got milled off Pokestop. He's going to Pokestop again here. There's no shot he doesn't. Like, you always Pokestop here. There's no reason not to. You just keep digging through the deck, keep seeing what we can get to. Roxanne hits the bin. That's 1 less shuffle draw. Another SER. Duskull gone. Like, a lot of resources are being milled. The win con here is just the switches in the discard. You see a Roxanne, you see 2 boss are gone. You just put down, he had the Nest Ball in hand for Water Ogerpon. You just go get the Water Ogerpon. You bring up Greninja and you just sob and the game ends. And you just, the key is to not mill more cards on your own, because if you just keep the deck size and hand size you have, you should be able to outpace the Gholdengo, because the Gholdengo sees so many more cards. So you want them to be drawing cards. You want them to be going deeper into their deck. And you just win the game, like, basically on virtue of that. Like, Sob Spam just wins you the game right here. Like, you shouldn't really care about this. Like, I mean, this Thorns is cute and all, but it's just, like, not necessarily, I guess, like, game winning. Like, this he's going to 2-shot you. I guess he has no boss left, so maybe it's fine. Like, you can 2-shot with this Thorns, and then this Thorns go down, gives up 1 prize. But the problem is your bench is so bad that we don't actually have a legitimate win con, because now our bench is, like, disgusting. We lose legacy energy, so we can never use hands. We have the 2-shot of Gholdengo with Lugia. 2 SCRs are gone, and an ER is gone as well, and a Stretcher. But there is a Water Pond in the deck, just ends the game this way. The only other win con, I guess, here is that the Gholdengo player just wastes all of his resources. He's going to be down 2 SCRs and an energy retrieval without being able to take a KO here. And if he goes the 3rd superior energy retrieval, our guys might just be way too big for him to KO and win the game. So I think that's another win con as well here, obviously. But this is like a more result of a poorer play on the Gholdengo player's part, because now he's just SCRing for 1, which is, like, insane, because now we're going to do 5 to take 1 prize card on this legacy energy, proc the gift energy as well, and we're down to 1 SCR remaining with a couple of rescue energies. So we're actually down to, like, virtually no resources remaining to actually one-shot Lugia into Lugia if we go Lugia into Lugia attack. We're going Fez, interesting. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, the Gholdengo player should lose this game because they're completely out of resources. Wow, the Lugia guy has, like, no cards left in deck. How do we get here? I thought we were... How do we get to, like, no cards in deck? Like, I mean, this is... We have no energy either. Like, I think we need to get an Iono or something. What are we doing? We discarded a lot of energy early. I guess we might not be playing a lot of energy because, like, we discarded a lot of stuff. Do we have Nest Ball Boss? Like, that's really all we need. Nest Ball Boss, I think... I don't even think that wins us the game anymore, because our opponent has too many cards to work with. Okay, we're just going to stall for a turn, it looks like. Force out more SCRs if we can. That doesn't kill. That doesn't kill. We're short. We're short. We're short. No. We had everything besides the Sob. The problem here is, though, for the Gholdengo player, he does not have a lot of resources left. So I think here also making him burn all these cards is actually kind of genius, because once he burns all of his remaining resources, either Sob Block wins the game, or the fact that the 4th SCR is going to have to be used this turn for a one-shot means the game's over. Like, the Gholdengo player has... Oh, wow, he has so many energies left in deck. He has 2 Stretcher and an SCR. That's his remaining resources. Once they're gone, the game actually ends also, because this last SCR is going to take this knockout here. Well, he needs to get 6 energy, because he needs to retreat plus 5. So it's not going to be, like, anything special here. But the Gholdengo player has, like, lost this game because he's out of resources. He has Vessel in hand. Vessel gets him 2. SCR gets him the other 4. But once he does this knockout, he's out because he only has a Stretcher for 2 energies remaining. and he wins. If he has an energy prize, however, it's actually winnable. I don't think he has any energy prize, though. I think the game is actually just over. And then the SCR gets attach retreats. No boss remaining either, I believe. Like we burned 2 boss off the Pokestop coming through. Nest Ball, Counter Catcher, Stretcher. Okay. We have 2 in hand, so Stretcher doesn't get us the KO here. It's still got to be SCR. And once the SCR is used, there's going to bring 4 back. We're going to have to use 5 here. 1 energy remaining in hand, 2 Stretcher in deck. If this Gholdengo does not get knocked out, there's a win condition, because we can just boss up the Archeops and win the game that way. But we should be just pushing up Lugia and then going from there. I think it's just overall poor energy management, energy resource management here. 5 there. 1 energy left in hand. It's a metal energy. We're gonna take 2 prize cards. What are the 2? There is an energy, so there's now a win condition, because now you can go metal, double rescue Stretcher, and there could be a gust. But we know that 2 boss hit the discard, so there's no boss remaining. But now we just go for Sob, and the Sob should end the game. Don't know if that's it. I don't know. Never wins you the game here, because I don't know. You also had the DT in hand, so you should be able to attach the DT here, and then go from there. Any new decks? Nothing crazy we've seen so far. We just seen a Dragapult. Just everything has Badoo in it. That's basically it. Bro, this guy's about a deck before the other guy. How do we get... Is there 3 Iono in here? Oh, that's ridiculous, man. We gotta... I just don't understand this Lugia deck, man. I just don't understand. We're gonna take a knockout here. Discard the Pokestop. Take our first 2 prize cards of the game. It is impossible for this Lugia to go down here, though. I think there is no win condition present on the board without a boss's orders. If there's 1 boss's orders remaining, there is a win condition. But if there's no boss's orders, there's no win condition remaining. You can clean up the damage counters later. I mean, Ciphers, there's nothing left, right? There's actually nothing left. There's 2 Stretcher and a Counter Catcher. There's actually nothing left in the deck to win the game. We're out of juice. There's nothing left. It's completely out of juice. We're gonna draw the 2 with the Dengo here. What's happening here? They paused the timer to let them cut. I mean, there's not a lot of cards left either. This game is going to unfortunately end because the Gholdengo player does not have enough resources to end the game. No Gust is actually tragic. With any Gust, this game would have been a lot easier because we could just go around the Thorns. Double Stretcher to hand. I mean, Double Stretcher doesn't do it. These are our last 2 Gust effects, or last 2 energy effects. Interesting. What are we stretching the Dust Skull for? Do we have a Candy left in deck? If we have a Candy left in deck, maybe it's fine, because we can go Candy Dusknoir with the other one. And go 3 energies. But the Dusknoir is also on the discard, so we can't actually do that with the Stretcher. But that play is also irrelevant. Kieran in hand. I think that is Kieran, not Carmine. For plus 30. Ultra Ball these 2. Dude, there's 2 minutes on the clock. You should just be saying attack. I feel like we're thinking way too much here. It should just be like draw, attack, draw, attack, draw, attack. Like, there's not that much time left on the clock. We should just be swinging. 200 damage here. Oh, we're going with the bear. Kieran. Plus 30. Knockout. Okay. It's fine. But we have a jet prize, and I don't think we have energy, so we're stalled out for a turn now, too. Like, I think it's better to just go 2-shot with Lugia every single time here, in case there's no win condition. I mean, there is no win condition for the Gholdengo player, but time could be one where, like, we go for the double DGL. He's just drawing cards. He's cooked. 1 minute, 20 seconds left on the clock. There's a candy. There's a stretcher. Is that actually game? He can't Dust Snore. He has 1 prize. Oh, no, his opponent has 2. Wait, I don't see the vision. I think we're 1 short. I think we were always 1 short, right? Like, we're always 1 energy short. He's gonna go. I think he's going for the double game loss here. Badu for 10. I don't see the vision here. Drawing 2. Nothing left, right? No juice. Well, that's it. That's GG. The weird Lugia list is going to win a game. Just pass. Pass, 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 pass. He can't drop a turn. Okay. That's over. Yep. He ends up winning. I think the Lugia player made like an insane amount of mistakes in that set, but the Gholdengo player definitely like burned too many resources early game. Made some really questionable plays like SCRing for 1, stuff like that. I mean, getting Pokestopping away both your boss is really unlucky as well. But all in all, I think that we could have Badooed for a little bit longer. We could have like chilled for a little bit, I think, and like played to that win condition. Because the Lugia player was obviously struggling, and we didn't like even leave ourselves with an option to read the win or anything. So weird list. I don't really like it. There's like definitely an energy issue, especially with everything in the deck. Like it's just, yeah. But you can tell he's nervous. Probably like hasn't played on stream. It's against someone famous as well. So it's like you're playing against a famous person on stream. Hey Liam. Obviously, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed your first regionals. If you guys find me at different regionals, please feel free to say hi. All that good stuff. If you guys are enjoying this content, just like and subscribe real quick while you're here. If you're newer, if you're not, whatever. All G. Not on Twitch. I don't stream on Twitch, so I don't want you guys giving me my money there. Let's give it to somebody else who actually deserves it. Not me. Just on YouTube. I'll just take your money on YouTube, basically. No, I don't. I mean, I can go check the CL Twitter. They probably tweeted his Twitter and stuff that I can go check out as well. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, it's fine. The solid player just insta-wins you the game. But I guess this is also fine because the other player really did not capitalize on anything. Like, they just weren't able to get anything done. And they burned way too many resources early. So, burning all the... I can't find it, but I'll ask Franco maybe. This guy's hype, man. I think he's like, how did I win that? Vibes, you know? How's everyone's night going? Hope you guys are chilling. God of War is definitely favored here, for sure, I think. I think God of War is probably the best deck in the room for this tournament. We've only seen the celebrities on stream so far, so we've only been seeing the Gholdengo player and their decks as well, so... Cool, yeah, if you find a deck you like and you want to keep jamming it, I think that'll do you a lot better than trying to like keep switching decks back and forth constantly. We have 4 more hours to the card reveals. I don't know if I can make it that long, guys. I'm tired. I'm a tired boy. Let's go see if there's anything else that's happening. Kieran is interesting. I don't, dude, there's so many weird supporters in this guy's Lugia list. Yeah, I don't expect Stall to be played very much in Japan just due to the BO1 format. Because you can't really like sit there and be like, yo, hurry the fuck up, you know? Like, I feel like if you're playing against a newer Japanese player who doesn't really know what's going on, you could be brought into a double game loss in a situation that's just really unfortunate for you for a while. Which is just like really unavoidable. So I think like Stall might be a more day 2 deck when players are like more likely to be like, well, it's Stall, I know I'm already in day 2, like I'm a seasoned player being here. I'm gonna go ahead and concede because I have no win condition. Good. Once you go to one tournament, I think it like helps your mental quite a bit to like basically be like, hey, I want to do more, or like I think the players who go to one tournament and flop and like it destroys their mental, I feel like it's like a lot worse because I don't know, like I don't think a Worlds invite should be like for every player, obviously, but I think that it could be it's a feasible goal, right? Like it's something you want to chase after and go for, and that's your prerogative. But I think you have to understand that like it's not the end of the world if you don't get there each season. Also, like, going for day 2 is completely different either, so. But just be comfortable. I think, like, seniors and masters aren't that different, low-key. Like, if you're a good senior, you'll be a good master. It's just developing good habits as you practice, developing good habits as you play, and just, you know, making a point out of just understanding where you make mistakes. So we'll see what's going on Twitter. It's weird because like there's 2 pods, so people just aren't tweeting. Like half the Japanese players I know just aren't tweeting their rounds yet. Harder to win? Sure. I don't know. I think, no, nah, no. I just don't agree with that, Brandon. Just don't agree with that. I think it's always like going deep in a Masters tournament. It's always significantly harder. Yeah, like I think there's always a room to improve, basically, like when you're playing. Rarely is it like I played a perfect tournament and everything didn't go my way, kind of thing. Like I felt like I played a close to perfect tournament in Perth, but my tie was like me not really understanding how to play against Lost Box, so I lost a game, and then we just didn't have time to finish game 3. So already there is like mistakes being made, and then you know, just in general, right? Like there's always something you can improve on. Nice. I did not day 2 Toronto. Did not go well for me. Went actually terrible for me. Chilling, vibing, getting terribly sleepy. Hope you guys are having a good night. Everyone's chilling in chat. Yeah, it's just one game at a time. Like you have to like recover and just like do your best in the next game, because like as often as you hit like a really bad matchup, you can hit a really good matchup, and it's like one thing is good for you and one thing is really bad for you, right? So it's like you have to just weigh those things in as you're moving forward. I probably have like another 30 minutes in my tank, and I'm probably like gonna tap out, honestly, low-key speaking. But when the card reveals does happen and I wake up in the morning, like I think the game plan is gonna be wake up in the morning, record my reactions to the new cards that should be out in the morning, and then I'll probably go to bed. Or like I'll probably post those and then yeah, go from there. I don't know why I'm so tired. Like I something a bit. Like I'm actually really tired. I don't understand. Sorry, gang. I think I'm chalked soon. The unfortunate part is the celebrities have still been playing, so we haven't had like real games yet. Like we've only had the celebrities play 240. We'll see. We'll see what the attacks are. We'll see what they're at. 3 more hours or 4 more hours. Oh my lord, we're not making it, chat. Dude, I was thinking about driving an hour and a half to Cup. Good night, Leo. Yep. If you guys aren't here for it, check it out in the morning when you guys are up. Should be a fun little review of my stuff. I'll keep the VOD up also if anyone wants to like come by and watch later. I don't think we're making it as the real games. I might just honestly call it here. Save up my energy for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we'll come back. We'll watch some Top Cut games. Go into it. I have a cup on Sunday, so we'll see how much I actually want to stay up. Because we want to go play a cup. But yeah, I think we're gonna probably call it here, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I will be doing my reveal of the cards in the morning, so just make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will also drop a link to my Discord if you guys want to join. Come in here, chat, have a good time. Let me how do I do this? Copied. I don't understand how to do this. Okay, I don't know how to do this, but I have a Discord. Go check it out. It's in my description of any of my YouTube videos. But I think I'm just gonna hop off here, let you guys enjoy, and then we'll